too, because like if you're not hung like a horse, then yeah, me too.
Me.
So whatever, it is what it is. We can't all be blessed, but like sometimes I'm like, yo, her ass is too fat. She ain't gonna like this.
Yeah, right. I can't even get it all the way. Damn.
I can't even do it. Don't fit.
It's time for the Garage Boozing Podcast.
What's up, nerds, and welcome back to another episode of the Garage Boozing Podcast. I'm your host, the man with absolutely no plan, the Chase with the face for radio, Chase Sherga. And boy, do I have one hell of an episode for you today. I know I say that all the time, but for real, I mean it. We've got one hell of an episode for you. We've got Mike DiTroia joining us in the garage, and if you don't know him, well, guess what? You're about to. This guy's got no filter, doesn't give a fuck, and I absolutely love it, and so will you. And we had such a good conversation, such a long conversation, that we actually had to split it into two parts. So this is part one, coming at you, live from the garage, and part two will be live next Tuesday. But folks, you know what time it is. It's time to sit back, relax, kick your feet up, crack open a cold one, and if you're really feeling fruity, take a shot. Why not? Because this week's episode of the Garage Boozing Podcast starts now.
Oh yeah, in support for the Garage Boozing Podcast, it is brought to you by Manscaped. Manscaped will help you trim up the family jewels to make everything nice and right for the ladies. Make sure that you're using promo code TGBP20 for 20% off your Manscaped products. Oh yeah!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Garage Boozing Podcast. Today I am joined by one very special guest. To my left, your right on, if you're watching on YouTube, we have the boy, Mike the Movie, Mike DiTroia. Mike, welcome to the garage.
What's going on? What's going on?
Well, little do you know, me and Mike have been chilling here in the garage for like a little over an hour. We've already been boozing, so here we are. But
cheers, brother.
Oh, absolutely. Cheers, my man. Welcome to the garage. I'm glad we could finally make it happen. Episode 53. Well, Mike, I got a couple questions for you because I know you have no filter. You're ready to rock. Your feelings are your feelings, so
Let's get after it.
I was scrolling through Facebook today, okay?
Okay.
And I just happened to see an ad for a business that was hiring for $21 an hour. Mm-hmm. Do you know what that business was?
I don't.
McDonald's.
Oh, shit. Okay.
McDonald's hiring for $21
You applying?
an hour. Fuck no. You know, it's funny. Before we even get farther here, so there's only one job I've ever applied for and never got a call back for, and that was McDonald's. When I was 16 years old, my godfather, Big Rick, brought me to my job interview. I was in there for, I don't know how long. It was so long ago, but I was expecting to get a call back, and they're like, yeah, if you don't hear from us, give us a call, blah, blah, blah. So I called a couple weeks later, and they told me I didn't get the job. Who do you know that ever applied to McDonald's and didn't get hired other than me? I'd like to know, because I think I'm the only person in the world.
I think you might be the one and only.
Seriously, how hard is it to get hired at McDonald's?
You should put that on your resume.
I should, that I didn't get hired at McDonald's.
Didn't get hired
right?
from McDonald's. That's
and they'd be
impressive.
like, oh, we got to hire this guy.
That is impressive.
But like, I just can't believe it. How was I not hired at McDonald's? But then again, like, they're making $20 an hour and $21 an hour now. That blows my mind.
This is locally?
Yes. Well, actually, I saw it on a Facebook ad, so who knows? But like, usually those do target local people.
Branch, so
regardless if they're making $18 an hour, like, what the hell?
I don't think I've ever went through a drive-through and got my order correct.
Right. So why are they getting $21 an hour then?
The way of the world, I guess, right now.
Listen, I love McDonald's, I love Burger King, I love Wendy's, all the fast food. They're all great. But I look at that as a job that, like, a kid in high school is going after, you know? Like,
Definitely.
people are always like, oh, well, minimum wage, that doesn't support a whole family. It doesn't support this and that. But, like,
It's not supposed to.
It's not supposed to.
It's not
Minimum
supposed
wage
to.
is supposed to be like a level entry job.
Yeah, middle school, high school, even through college.
Right.
Whatever it's minimum wage. It's minimum work.
Right.
It's minimal talent.
Correct. But then I will say, like, I've never been in a position where I'm flipping burgers for money. It's got to be hard. It's got to be sweaty sometimes and stuff like that. But at the same
100%.
time, like, you sign up for it, you know?
Yeah, you
like,
know what you're doing.
Yeah.
With anything in life, you know what you're signing up for.
And it's just like a job you get through, like, high school, even sometimes late middle school, early college maybe, but, like, those jobs are not designed to support a whole family. So the fact that there's even an ad out there saying $21 an hour, bro, my first job was JCPenney, and I folded clothes for $7.25 an hour, and I left that to go work at Hannaford and put apples on a shelf for $7.50 an hour. And then when I got my 1 year report that I got a 25-cent raise to $7.75, bro, I was so happy.
You were ecstatic.
I was like, oh my God, I'm making so much more money now. My paycheck went from $180 to $190. This is crazy.
This is lit.
And now people are making hundreds.
I'm trying to think what my first job was. It might have been the Great Escape. Whatever it was $8.75 an hour.
Better than me. Better than me putting fruit on the shelf.
Before tax.
Yeah, before tax.
So I think after tax, you were taking home like $7.50.
Yeah.
Probably net. And I just remember you put in, doesn't matter, a 4, 5, 6, even an 8-hour shift. It's like, all right, well, today was Saturday. I sat and fucking scanned people's.
And I made $60. Awesome.
I made $60.
And now you got this guy at fucking Burger King and McDonald's who's making $20 an hour. He works 5 hours a day and he's making $100. Holy shit!
I mean, like I said,
It's
just the way of the
inflation,
world.
I guess,
Because you can't. $100 doesn't buy you anything. $60 barely bought you shit then.
Correct.
I went and bought Call of Duty, but that's the point though, is that the $60 to buy Call of Duty is what it's meant for. It's not meant to go pay
rent.
mortgage
Correct.
or a rent
Exactly.
or a dog or anything else. To be honest, it's like you probably live at home or whatever your situation is, and it's just not meant to support really yourself or your family.
I totally agree.
It's just to get yourself into the field of learning to show up, which I believe is half of life, is showing up. Whether it's work, school, anything. If you show up, you're already 50% better than everybody else.
Halfway there.
You're halfway there. Just show up to everything. If you commit to it, show up.
Right. And then back to the $20 an hour thing. To me, I feel like those jobs at fast food places are designed to I don't know, you have a kid straight out of high school that's just trying to learn common skills, something like that, and then move on to something better. But then you have people complaining, and they're like, well, I can't raise a family off this, blah, blah, blah. That's not what that's for.
Not supposed to happen.
If you want to make more money, apply yourself to something better, study, and then just fucking shoot your shot.
Work your way up.
You can do
One
anything
way or
you set your
another.
mind to.
One way or another. Like I said, it's making a podcast, it's making clothes. The one thing I believe in is there's 8 billion people in the world now?
Yeah.
Sell anything.
Everything.
Somebody will buy it.
Sell yourself more than anything. You sell yourself, you can make a
Literally
friend and
sell
they'll buy
yourself.
from you.
Sell yourself. Have a point to whatever it is that you're selling. Believe in it and go after it.
Absolutely.
And marketing. If you know how to market yourself, whether it's against the world's views or with the world's views, unfortunately sometimes, depending on what we're talking about, if you know how to market yourself, you're golden. You can
right.
sell anything.
You make people like you, and they're going to buy whatever you're selling.
Or hate you.
Actually,
To be honest, that's kind of how I go about life, which, again, for better or for worse. But I almost think there's more money nowadays, and if people hate you. Because
they want to be you.
They might
jealous.
hate you, and even if they don't want to, they might actually hate you, but they still want to watch. They still want to see. They still want to
because they're like, why is this guy getting what I want to get? Stuff like that.
How is he getting it? I hate him. Everybody hates him. Why is he making this? Why is he going this place? How is he doing that?
But how is he doing it?
Yeah,
what's he doing every day? Where's he going?
You're the reason.
Hey, absolutely.
You're the reason. Because you and everybody else want to watch. You want to follow.
Right. Isn't social media nuts?
Social media is crazy, bro. Social media is crazy.
So when were you born?
96.
So I was born in 93, so you're not too far away from me. No. But I remember when my dad, he got his first computer, which was a big box screen and stuff like that, and it was back when dial-up was a thing. Do you remember dial-up? Or were you a
Barely.
little mess up?
Barely.
So I grew up a little into the dial-up days. So if I was on the computer and we got a phone call, it would cut the internet off. Whatever I was if I was talking on AOL Instant Messenger, dial-up or the phone would ring. And then it would just cut off the internet because it was either the internet or a phone call. And it was just not, dude. I would start the computer and go, and make all these weird fucking noises, and it's just nuts. And nowadays, everyone has Wi-Fi. They've got computers. You could have 17 computers, 17 Xboxes in the house, and they're all gonna work. And it's just crazy.
Yeah, growing up, I was a little Honestly, yeah, I guess I was blessed. I remember in my basement, we had 3 TVs lined up together, and it was my brother's Xbox or PlayStation. We actually had all of them, but whatever. Mine was an Xbox.
He was blessed. He was pretty blessed. He had
And
all of them.
And the TV next to it was the Wii, and it was like, all right, are we going to play PlayStation,
hated the Wii.
Xbox? So did I. But honestly, Wii bowling was like that.
I hated Wii bowling.
You hated Wii bowling?
Hated it, yeah.
Come on, you got to put the spin
And
on
yeah,
it.
it was just like, I
Little
hated the Wii because you got the
characters,
little
or even
nunchuck
the
and shit.
baseball game.
The only thing, the baseball game was sick.
Baseball game was
I'd like
funny as
Just
fuck.
Dance on the Wii. Just Dance on the Wii was sick, but like other than that, I don't know. But so I cut you off.
No, yeah. I'm
Yeah,
just,
he
just
had
in general.
what he's saying is he
What
had every
is-
game platform in his basement, so he had a whole fucking movie theater apparently.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
pick your poison. You got
Just
the
come
Wii.
on over, you know the vibes.
Yeah, you
we
got
have
the
spot.
Nintendo 64, Xbox, everything you can think of.
That's my favorite system to this date.
I
Nintendo
love
64.
Nintendo. See, that's what I grew up on.
64 was
I loved
fire.
64. Crash Bandicoot was my shit.
Oh, I can't remember the name right now. What was the?
Rayman?
It was like a cube. No, it was different system. It was a cube.
GameCube.
GameCube.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know. I couldn't remember that, but yeah.
yeah.
GameCube.
I love GameCube when you
playing
start it up
GameCube.
and you start to hit the A button like crazy, and then the GameCube would like go nuts.
Crazy times.
Crazy
now
times
it's
would be like-
evolved to 4K, 5K, 6K.
Yeah, well, not,
whatever
it
the
went from
fuck K it
GameCube
is
to
now.
what? Then the Wii, and then what was after the Wii? Nothing, right? Was it discontinued after the Wii? I don't think anything came after it.
I think that was it. I'm sure there's probably some shit that we don't know about, but
Yeah, like a
as far as I know, I'm an Xbox guy. What are you?
Xbox all day.
Xbox?
Fuck PlayStation.
Not, bro. All my friends, PlayStation. Why don't you go buy a PlayStation? I go, I grew up on the Xbox
Me too.
controller. It's iconic. It
Yeah.
fits my
I'm
hand
used to it,
perfectly.
like-
It's A, it's not X. Like, I
Well, the
love
funny
it.
thing is, so I went from like PlayStation, the original, to PlayStation 2, to PlayStation 3, and then I switched to Xbox 360, and I've been Xbox ever since.
Can I tell you I did the same thing?
No, perfect. Yeah.
PlayStation 2, Xbox 360. Actually, I had the original Xbox. So I went PlayStation 2, Xbox 360, Xbox.
One.
What the fuck?
And then
Yeah,
now it's
one.
Xbox Series X, Xbox
I didn't
Series
even
X,
get
but you
that.
can't even get a hold of them now.
I didn't even get it. Everyone's like, "Oh, go get it, go get it."
You
Actually,
can't. You can't get the new Xbox. They don't
I
exist.
think they might be in.
I was just at Walmart yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, they don't
I
exist.
know the PlayStations are sold out, but I thought you could get your hands on the Xbox. But regardless, I'm like, I've kind of toned out. I don't really play video games that much anymore. I'll play COD a couple
That's
times
it.
a week. Yeah.
The new Call of Duty
I
comes
gotta
out
get
every
on
year.
there.
I play. Me too.
Not in that way, but I gotta get on there. I gotta shoot some people, whatever, just to feel something. But other than that, maybe I'll play Madden. But I'm like, yo, I don't need to keep going to buy the new system and all the new games. Honestly, what I use the most for is TV type shit.
Yeah,
Netflix,
all the apps and shit
Hulu.
like that.
I can get. I mean, where we are, we have Spectrum. I can
Yep.
get all that on. So it's like, why would I change it? It
I-
works, and it works fine.
Works perfectly.
So why do I need to go?
It works better than my actual cable box. My cable
Literally,
box sucks. When you
it's
stream,
slow
it's
as
way better.
shit.
Yeah, it's slow as fuck. But I will say, when the new Grand Theft Auto comes out, Grand Theft Auto 6, I don't know, who knows if it's ever going to come out, but like if it does, I'll be all about that because Grand Theft Auto's been like 12 years, Grand Theft Auto 5.
I remember like literally like the originals. Like that was a time, bro. Playing Grand Theft Auto. I mean, you could still do it obviously now.
San
but, like,
Andreas and shit like
San
that,
Andreas,
yeah.
running around the street with like a blurry character and just pulling people out of cars and
And-
shit. It put you in like a whole fantasy.
and the graphics
mode.
were so bad, and you're just like,
And then people try to start blaming like the school shootings and shit on that. I'm like,
come
yo,
on.
you're either wired that way, have something go real wrong in your life, or whatever, because there's millions of people that run around on video games and don't go shoot shit up.
Yeah.
Like, it's fun in a weird way. I don't know why. Call it human nature, I guess, but like, I know to turn off like
Psycho shit.
psycho carjacking shit
From a
when,
game.
When I turn the video game off.
Yeah,
like, it's just
like,
like,
dude, when
I
I-
don't actually want to go fucking shoot
Of
people.
course
up.
not. Dude, like I grew up on Resident Evil where they're fucking
Resident
shooting
Evil.
fucking
Yeah.
zombies in the fucking face. And then it's not like I want to go around the street and just shoot people in the face,
No,
you know?
yeah.
It's just like
It's
it's,
like-
it's a fucking zombie and it's a fucking game.
I want
you know?
30 minutes of fun. It's funny. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But when it's done, it's done.
Exactly. It's just fucking
All right. This is my question for you. I know it's your podcast.
No,
you
send
got
it.
the questions.
I like
but
that.
What is your favorite Call of Duty? You played Call of Duty? I'm
Oh
assuming?
yeah, World at War.
Really?
OG World at War.
But I will tell you, that's 2 for me. It's close. My favorite by far, and it's not even close, is Modern Warfare 2.
Modern Warfare 2 was good.
I don't think you will ever make a game that perfect again. The simplicity of it, the gameplay of it, the maps, everything that went in, the lobbies, bro.
The newer ones kind of
The
suck.
Modern Warfare 2 people nowadays with the cancel fucking shit.
Yeah.
Let me put your kid in
the trash talk, right?
Let me put your kid in a Modern Warfare 2 lobby. I promise you he won't come home from school saying, this kid made fun of my hair.
Oh my God. Totally.
If you could get through a Modern Warfare 2 lobby in a game that you did bad, you can get through life.
My favorite thing was like
Promise.
in a Modern Warfare 2 lobby in here. You fucking asshole!
That's it.
Fuck you! Are you fucking serious? I'm like, I hear that and I'm like, all right, dude, go let your balls drop. Like,
Bro, the mom jokes, the racist jokes, the you suck jokes, whatever that could come out of somebody's mouth in the 30 seconds that you had in that lobby, or after a round, depending on what you were playing.
yeah, and especially if they got wrecked.
You were getting ripped, bro.
But like,
Ripped.
it's fun. It's just
and I
funny.
was like,
It's funny.
But you gave it back.
Of course.
And even if you didn't mean anything you were saying, or if you did, it doesn't even matter. When the game ended, you moved on with your life.
that was it, right?
You moved on.
You forgot about the last game. We were talking shit to the 12-year-old, and it just went on.
I mean, I will pat myself on the back. I was pretty nice at MW2, but regardless, you could have.
I talk shit to all the kids.
You could have went 2-12 in a search, whatever the fuck you were doing, and the whole lobby told you how dog shit you were.
Fuck them.
Fuck them.
Fuck 'em.
Okay, I'm now gonna shut my Xbox off and go to real life.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
It was
Go fuck
fun, or
yourself.
it wasn't fun, and now we're moving on.
Draft Top. The Draft Top was designed to give you a better all-around drinking experience, and let me tell you how. You take your Draft Top bar tool, put it on top of your adult beverage, give it a little squeeze, not too hard, a little bit of friction, a little to the left, a little to the right, a little to the left, a little to the right, and wha-bam. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see me demonstrate this. If you're listening, I'm sorry, you just got to hear me talk. But yeah, then you pop your Draft Top off, take this, push it down just a tad, and now your beer just became a cup. So forget about wasting plastic, pouring your beer can into a cup, into a red Solo cup, if you will. It doesn't matter because now your Draft Top just made your beer into a cup. So now you can chug your beer a hell of a lot faster. You can smell the aroma of the alcohol. The experience of drinking here is just so much better thanks to Draft Top. So go get yours now. I want you to have one. You want you to have one. Draft Top wants you to have one. And you can get your own Draft Top at www.drafttop.com. And don't forget to use promo code GarageBoozing for 10% off site-wide. That's right. It doesn't matter what you get in your Draft Top cart, 10% off site-wide using promo code GarageBoozing. You know how to spell it. Don't be a fool. Buy your Draft Top right now. Treat yourself. You deserve it. All right, back to the show.
Just relax.
Totally agree.
I think people need to just chill out in life a lot.
Breathe every once in a while.
Yeah.
All right, I got another question for you.
Give it to me. Pause.
Are you a boobs or a butt guy? He took a breath. He took a breath.
No, because contrary to probably 80% of men, always been a boobs guy.
Really?
Always.
I'm a butt guy.
See?
I'm an ass
Which is
guy.
fine. I'm not saying it.
Most people are, I think.
This is my view on it, and I've had this stance since probably 16. Again, whatever. There's the outliers. Everybody has some sort of an ass. Not everybody has boobs. Not every girl has boobs.
It's a good point, actually.
Like, how many times have you really seen a girl, again, besides your couple outliers, where like they didn't have some sort of curve that you could make it work? Yes, some are.
I love that he's like, you can make it work.
Come
No, you're
on,
right.
like,
You're right.
Sometimes, yeah, there are obviously a lot better ones than others. Don't get me wrong, but like
But you can make it work.
personally, like I'm just a boob guy. Like, why do I have a bigger chest than you?
Because you work out. I don't.
But regardless, like
Oh, you're saying like,
just interested to the
sure.
average male, like why? Not why. Like, I get everyone's like has their things about them that aren't perfect. That's fine. But if I had to create my perfect girl, I would prefer her to have nice boobs over a nice ass. Both is preferable. but
Well, honestly, both of them like a jackpot.
both
Sure.
is preferable.
Yeah, but like, no, you're totally right. Wow.
What I will tell you though, over both of those, face.
Oh yeah, of course.
If you have
got to be attractive.
If you have a pretty face, a nice smile, good hair, and your boobs are whatever, and your ass is whatever, but then you're also a dope person and blah blah blah,
We'll make it work.
we'll make it work. So
I like that.
Yeah, I can create my perfect girl. Of course I can. Everybody can. But
Everyone has their wants and stuff.
But back to your question, yes, I prefer. If I had to pick between the two, I pick boobs over ass. So
yeah,
you said you're an ass guy.
Yeah,
So why? Okay, so I just told you why.
Because I like doggy.
Boobs.
I like doggy.
You like doggy? Okay, who doesn't like doggy?
Yeah, I know. Who doesn't, right?
All right. I'll live with that.
What's your favorite position?
Ooh. Honestly, yeah, I will. I did say boobs, but yeah, I prefer doggy. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
it's just something about it, you know.
There's something about it.
I don't know how deep you want to get into it, but
I don't give a fuck. I don't like. It's just like.
All right, I can't lie to the camera. I'm a virgin.
Me too. Me too. Listen, Christian boy.
Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like, but no, yeah. If I had to pick one, doggy.
But you say doggy, but you're a boob guy.
Yeah, it just because, like I said, they have an ass. Like,
yeah.
And also, what does really having an ass have to do with doggy?
Regardless if there's an ass or not, you're still doing doggy.
Yeah,
you know?
it's like, you know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. It's like, regardless if they have a big fat ass, doggy's still doggy.
Yeah, and even if they have a small ass, doggy's still doggy. You're right. No, I get that.
It's typed better too, because like if you're not hung like a horse, then yeah, me too. So whatever, it is what it is. We can't all be blessed, but you know, like sometimes I'm like, yo, her ass is too fat out. She ain't gonna like this.
Yeah, right. I can't even get it all the way. Damn,
I can't even do it. Don't fit. No, but yeah.
No, I feel that. No.
So that's my stance on the whole.
So if you had to pick one of those, you'd be a boob guy.
Yep.
I like both, but if I had to pick one, I'd be ass. But you know what?
And if I had to just double down on that, I would say more times than not, we're facing each other.
Yeah.
So
of course,
your boobs. I'm going to see your boobs more than I'm going to see your ass.
Because if you're going to doggy, that's the end.
Yeah. We got you for 2 minutes and then it's over.
Yeah, if that.
If that. Like,
3 pumps, I'm out.
That's it. Peace. It's been fun. Hope you had a good time.
Oh, you want me to call you an Uber?
Yeah. Right.
Oh, I got to do one for you now. So.
All right.
So would you date a girl who had an OnlyFans?
Bro. Absolutely not.
That's what I say too.
Absolutely
I don't think I would.
not. And
Why?
It goes deeper than that. If you've even considered having an OnlyFans.
What if it's just like feet pictures?
No. It has
Why?
nothing. It has a little bit to do with the fact that you're selling your body, of course.
Sure.
It has everything to do with your mind and your headspace. Like, if you think that that's what you're worth, that's what you have to do. That's the only thing you're good for, is selling your body to other men. Whether you give it to them physically or not, irrelevant.
Look at porn stars.
Irrelevant. I don't like. Not irrelevant in the fact that you're doing it is bad enough. The fact that your mindset is
attention.
It always comes down to attention, and we'll probably get into it more. That's the biggest thing for me. If you need outside validation from people that don't give a fuck about you, we're not going to be compatible.
But what if your honey's making thousands of dollars per month?
I do not care.
I do not care.
I do not care. Because I'm also from a traditional Italian family where
rigatoni.
I don't care if the woman makes money or not. Sure, you want to, go ahead. Have whatever career you want outside of that type of shit.
Sure.
But I'm from where the man is supposed to provide financially.
Love that.
For the most part. I have a big belief on the man makes the house, but the woman makes the home. So I might buy the house. I might buy the kitchen table. I might buy everything in the goddamn place, and it's worthless if it's not a home. And I can't make it a home the way a woman can.
Right.
And like I said, I think there's certain things that guys can do that girls can't. That girls can do that guys can't. It goes back and forth. And that's one thing where women just naturally make a home. And I don't know how to explain it. If you understand what I'm saying, you understand what I'm saying. People might hear this and say, oh, fuck this kid, blah, 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 blah. No, I don't. Think about it. Honestly, sit down and think about it. Same thing with raising kids, to be honest, is like, I can do anything for the child. Give them whatever they want. Be the best dad in the world. There's nothing like a mother's bond. I didn't.
course.
I didn't carry them for 8, 9, 10 months.
Right.
I didn't birth them out of me, whether it was natural or whatever the fuck it might be. There's a certain. Why do they give the woman the kid right after and not the man sitting in the chair?
Good
Have you ever seen that? Have you ever,
yeah.
I'm not saying I'm an expert in deliveries,
Right.
but in my time of 25 years, I have never seen a child be born and then be like, okay, here you go, father, here's your kid. No, it goes right on the woman's chest.
Right.
As it should.
As it should.
As it should. And I have no
She's
problem-
doing the work.
Yeah. I will never expect, assuming that both parents are good parents, that the child will love me more. They might like me more. You want to go to that party? Go the fuck to the party.
You're right. Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
You get it, bud?
you
Yeah,
need-
boy.
You need some money? Here you go. Here's some money. Blah, 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 blah. But like, deep down love, if they had the ultimatum, your mom or your dad's got to die, you're picking your mom. I would assuming that both parents are somewhat on an equal level of in your life and good parents.
Sure.
I would say 10 times out of 10, if the circumstances are even, whether it's a boy or a girl, they're gonna pick the mom.
Most people stick to their mama bear.
Yeah.
Essentially is what they would say.
Yeah, and like both my parents are in my life, both are great, love both, but like and I don't even think my dad would care me saying that. Like,
Are your parents still together?
they aren't. They honestly, my parents got divorced when I was 2 months old, and they both got remarried by the time I was 4. So I was
2 years old when my parents split, so I feel you.
So I've always had a mom, a dad, and a stepmom, and a step.
Yeah, me too.
I've always known it, and that's some people don't, and that's
Right.
fine.
I feel
that's
that.
a whole different whatever. But like I said, I think there's a certain thing that women do
Nurture.
better. Yeah, that's how they are, and good.
It's almost
I
like
that. I love that.
They were born to do that. you know?
They were born to do that,
Right.
and I love that. So
Shout out all you moms out
shout
there.
out all you moms out there. Keep doing you. Keep being great moms.
Keep being fucking awesome.
And yeah, we'll hopefully keep bringing in the money.
Yeah, right?
You know what I'm
Keep-
saying? I would love if when I get married, if that ever happens, and have kids, that
That's how I feel. I'm like, I always say that. I'm like, I'm 27 now, so like, when am I ever gonna marry? I hope it's before I'm 40.
bro, I have
have a lot of party in front of me. So.
I had my sight set on 25, married with a kid.
Oh my God, we all did.
From the time I was 10.
And then you hit
Here
that
we
and you're
are-
like,
here
I
we
have
are,
so much to
25 and
live.
change, but yeah, that's true. But I will say, if the right one, emphasis on the right one, came along, I would probably give it up.
So do you believe
really-
like when you know, you know?
Ooh.
I'd say yeah. I think when you know, because I haven't ever felt when you know, you know. I think
Yes.
once that happens, I think it's gonna happen, but like I've never been there, so I'm not sure, but like I hope when
That's really a tough one.
Yeah, it is.
Because I can say that, and I don't know how much I want to get into this part of it, but I will say I think I have known one time, fucked it up, my fault, and I live with that.
sure.
But in the time, I was like, I think I found it. There was not, everything wasn't perfect, but I was like, you know what? I think I actually might have found it. And yeah, guys do what guys do. One way or the other. Not saying I was whatever.
Hey, girls do what girls do too.
Oh,
so.
girls do what girls do. Let me tell
Yeah,
you.
yeah, exactly.
Fellas,
So, yeah.
girls do what girls do, which is why I said emphasis.
We're not
on-
always in the wrong. Here.
emphasis on the right one, and that's the key. That's the right one. And I guess for everybody, the right one might be different, but for me, it comes with a lot of. You need a lot of right. You need a lot of right for it to be the one.
Sure, sure.
All right, folks, let me tell you all about the pump action shotgun tool. Whoa, there's a tool for shotgunning? Hell yeah, there is. So listen to this. The pump action shotgun tool, created by the Drunk Engineers. Love that name, by the way. It makes shotgunning a hell of a lot easier, and let me tell you how. So you're going to take your beer, and you're going to stick it right in the shotgun tool, like this. Hold it like that so the air pockets are up here, and then you're going to give it a little squeeze. You're going to hear pop, bam, pop. But look at that. No mess. So right now the air pocket's right up here, and you're going to want to make sure you take this, push that down, and then what we're going to do is we're going to rotate the tool. Hold the beer can in place to the mouthpiece. Then you're going to put your mouth on the mouthpiece and shotgun. and boom, no mess. You can shotgun at the dinner table, family events, wherever you want with absolutely no mess. So forget shotgunning, slamming a knife right through. Yeah, not a thing anymore. Thanks to the Pump Action Shotgun Tool by Drunk Engineers. And you can get yours right now. So just log on to www.drunkengineers.ca. Don't forget to use promo code GarageBoozing for 15% off site-wide. That's right, promo code GarageBoozing for 15% off site-wide. Go get yours now. Thank me later. Back to the show.
All right, so my next question here is for you. So I follow you on TikTok, all right? And within the past couple of weeks, months, whatever you will, I've seen a little series you started. It's called Red Flags When Looking for a Wifey.
Yep.
Tell me about that. Where did that idea come from, and what are some red flags that come to mind right away?
Okay, so that came,
What are you on, like a couple episodes now, right? Like
we are on, I've completed 1 up through 6.
Yep.
Episode 7 is finished, but I haven't recorded it and put it out yet. That'll be in the coming days, honestly. Probably tomorrow or the day after, so stay tuned for that one.
Shout yourself out. Give your TikTok name just so they can follow.
I believe Mike the Movie 25.
I think that is it, right?
I'm pretty sure it's Mike the Movie 25. Which
I'm going to
is-
validate that real quick.
Which is the same as Instagram. Mike the Movie 25.
Yeah, Mike the Movie 25. He's Mike the Movie. Look at that
Definitely.
jersey.
Yeah, look at
The
that.
movies, baby,
I don't know
right
if
there.
can
You
see
see
it or
that?
not. The movie. Back says the boy.
Love it.
Anyway, yeah. I started Red Flags Looking for a Wifey because I'm very into that, and I don't know why, but I think,
You got to be picky.
yeah, I'm very, very picky, and I think a lot of guys should be in today's day and age. Girls
Should
I
also
just-
be picky.
Yeah, which is fine. But I think I gotta shut up. I gotta stay with my boys. I gotta stay with the fellas. So I make it for, because a lot of times, even guys and girls are both like, "Oh, you should make a red flag just looking for a husband." Fuck no.
Yeah, fuck
Fuck
no.
no. Why would I put
You're
myself?
you're on
on
the
blast?
boys' team,
That's,
you know?
Yeah, I'm with the guys. I'm with
He's
the
with the
fellas. Like
boys.
I start every intro with, "Welcome back, fellas," because this is.
'Cause you're talking to the boys.
Yeah, I'm for you guys. Like I'm not about to put my own team on blast. Like
Yeah,
we're on
fuck
one
it.
side here.
The boys, the girls, the girls.
So yeah, that started with me just being very passionate about, I love old time women, I guess you could say. Honestly, probably up to probably the 2000s. I think women were very, how we were talking about, like nurturing and caring and loving and housewifey-ish. Not that you can't do other things per se, but like there was like a structure. Men did certain things, women did certain things, and it clicked. Now it's turned into, like you say, OnlyFans. Girls got 25,000 followers on Instagram, 3 million. Like,
Look at my thong bathing suit.
yeah, look at my thought. Like they all those red flags are in there, and they all.
If I was a dad and I saw my daughter posting her thong
You know what I'm
ass
trying to
bathing
say?
suit, I'd be like, dude. Even if it was my,
I
if it was
would
my
feel like
son
I
doing the
fucked
same
up.
thing, like I'd be like, what the fuck you doing? You know?
Yeah, I feel like I fucked up.
Regardless.
Like, why are you? Because it comes back to attention. That's why you're doing it.
Yeah, why are you putting your butt cheeks
Whether
on
you
Instagram?
want to admit it or not, or how many reasons you're going to list off.
You
for
can't
not,
deny it. You cannot deny
You're
it.
doing it for attention. Out of your 13,000 followers, how many do in real life? How many do? But even if you tell me that you know 3,000 of them, how many of them do you talk to? Do you hang
Right.
out with? Do you associate with on any level?
Oh, I saw this kid in high school follow, like something like that. I totally
Yeah.
agree. Yeah, 100%.
So-
and like if you're putting your ass in a thong bikini right on Instagram for everyone to see, that is absolutely for the likes, totally for attention. You
100%.
cannot disagree.
Body posy.
Do I have a problem with that? Like, listen. If I'm scrolling through my Instagram feed and I see a little butt cheek, I do your thing. I got no problem with that.
I'm
but-
gonna like it,
Yeah, I'm gonna like it. All
but I'm
day.
not gonna date you.
Oh, of course not. I'm not wifing her up by any means.
So that's where we might get into some controversial shit. Is that I might think, you know what? There's a place for you girls in society, but don't be mad when I'm leaving the bar at 2:30 and I ask what you're doing.
yeah,
Because that's the projection that you give off. There's plenty of girls, it's dwindling, but I want to take on a date. Because if nothing else, even if I don't know them, just based on their social media, they're demanding that respect. They're
Yeah.
demanding that I talk nice to them, that I take them on a date, that I am chivalrous.
If there's a post like that,
with like their ass hanging out and stuff, they're expecting to get DM here, DM there, DM here, DM there. You know, like they know it's gonna happen.
Bro, you ever hung out with a even semi-attractive girl in any capacity, friends or not friends, is all different topic, because I don't think girls and guys can just be friends. We'll probably get into that. But, and just taking a look through any of their social medias, from the best looking guys to the worst looking guys, DM. Like, what? How are you supposed to compete with that? I don't want to compete with that.
Right. You don't want to compete.
I don't put myself on that level where, like, sometimes I've probably been that guy that DMs, but it's because I want one thing.
Right.
I don't want to date you.
Correct.
I want what the other ones want too.
Yeah, you're thinking with your dick.
Yeah.
Like,
there's plenty of simps that's my other problem, is that there's too many people in the world.
sugarcoat shit.
Somebody will always cuff.
Yep.
Don't know if it's you. Don't know if it's this one. Don't know if it's that one. There's somebody that doesn't give a shit what you post, how you conduct yourself, how you speak, that will still wife you, that will still make you a mother. And all I look at is like,
What are you
if
doing?
that's how you act on social media, off social media, both, one or the other, and I let you raise my child, what's my child most likely going to turn out like? You, which is not what I want.
Yeah.
So that's why my criteria for dating, because I take dating very seriously. I've only had 3 girlfriends in my entire life.
Me too, actually.
They've all lasted at minimum a year. And that's because I concluded that they could be the mother of my child. Looking back, I've probably learned some of those red flags that I now, which is why I'm now single for the past 3 years straight, which is the longest stretch in my entire life, because I've taken all of the red flags throughout my relationships and just seeing shit in other people's relationships, life,
Sure.
social media, and I just compile it and I say, like, that's the end goal for me, is marriage. And I will never get down on a knee, give a ring, mostly make you the mother of my child if I don't think you can do it to the level that it needs to be done. I get hate on for it, and I get this and I get that, and messages every day, especially when I post those red flag TikToks. Bro, the bitches come out of the fucking woodworks. I've never even talked to some of these people. They follow me. I don't follow them. Oh, you're a misogynist. You're this. You're that. I don't give a fuck what you call me. Just tell me that you're a walking red flag and not a wifey, and go. That's fine.
That's it.
Like, there's more of you than there isn't, which is unfortunate, but I get that. You're just not a wifey. Or at least you're not a wifey for somebody like me. Because, back to what I said, there's always somebody, unfortunately, again, that's probably going to wife you. So you can do whatever the fuck you want to do and still get a husband. It's just not going to be me.
So that brings me back to the question I originally asked you. So give me 3 red flags right off the bat.
Shit. Fucks, I want to hit them quick for you. Body count is 1.
Okay. Yep.
Body count is 1.
I've seen that.
I have a very strict one, to be honest, and as the years go on and people get older and times change, it makes it harder and harder, but mine is 5.
So what's your body count?
Ooh.
Oh, now how the tables have turned.
Oh, the tables have turned. But what's the saying? A key that opens any lock is a master
exactly.
key. A lock that opens for any key is a shitty fucking lock.
No, yeah, I get that.
Take it, but it might be a cliche fucking
It's different because
quote.
the dick goes in, and like
Yeah.
I get it.
Guys, human nature, I could fuck something Monday through Sunday, not know their name, not give a fuck, and still be in love with a different girl because
Sure.
she has wifey qualities. Now, if you're actually dating somebody, I do believe you should probably turn that part off.
Of course.
And at least
If you're actually at that
very
point.
seriously try to be committed to that person. But I believe it is in a woman's nature that they get emotionally attached through sex. Or anything. Even if you're just like texting on a certain level.
And that doesn't happen to us.
That does not happen. I can
I'll agree with that.
I can say the same thing to 17 different girls and not care about any of them. And say within reason.
Isn't that no? I totally agree, but
It's
isn't
fucked
it's
up.
fucked. I was gonna say,
It's
isn't it
definitely
fucked?
fucked up, but I've understood that, again, just through readings and just being a guy, it's our nature. But I can say the same thing to the 18th girl and mean it. That's
Right.
the difference. I could text not that I do it, and that's all the time. No, 18's a little much, but you know what I'm saying. I could do it to 18 different girls and actually, truly, deep down mean it to one, and the other 17 not give a fuck if they even answer.
Right.
Because I'm only saying it for a reason.
You're just responding.
I'm just responding. I'm responding to get what I want.
Right.
Not to...
Which is a little bit of nookie.
Not to build. But that's where my biggest red flag, I guess if I had to pick one, would be the body count. Because I feel
I'm with you. Body count's mine too.
If you've opened yourself up to that many different people, how can I call you mine?
Right. Sure.
Everyone has their different numbers. Some people don't give... There's plenty of guys that don't give a fuck. I don't know how, bless your souls. But if I couldn't imagine getting down on a knee and asking a girl with 17 bodies to marry me.
Sure.
So 16... You've opened yourself up on the deepest level of taking your clothes off and letting you know what happened with 16 other dudes. So when we get married, they're going to be sitting there fucking sending messages back and forth in their group chats. Yo, remember what I did to this bitch? I got this video of her doing
with
this.
Her group chat friends and stuff.
Yeah. No, that's just not going to happen. And I put a big emphasis on, too, how many of them were your boyfriends? Did you have a one-night stand? Did you just talk to somebody for a week and fuck?
But at the same time, like, I hate to be devil's advocate. How many one-night stands have you had?
I really couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you the number.
Sure. But, like, see, and that's where, like, people put the double standard. But, like, I do agree with what you're saying. Because, like...
It's, like... It's tough because, like, yeah, I know you want to play devil's advocate. And we're just bullshitting. But to me, it's almost not a devil's advocate because one counts and one doesn't. And a lot of girls are going to listen to this and say, fuck this motherfucker.
Sure.
Like, he is the biggest misogynist. Like...
But you're uncancelable, so who cares?
Yeah, you're telling me you can have 20, 30, 50, 1,000 bodies and it not matter? Correct. When I look in the camera and I tell you it does not matter how many people I've been with because I don't care about them. Or some of them I might have up or down, whatever on the scale. But like on the whole, where conversely, you've most likely cared about all of them. And if you didn't, that's a different problem. So now you're gonna tell me you didn't care about them either. So you just be fucking people. So anybody can get it. You don't even have to care about them to let them fuck you. We got a problem. And if you've cared about all of them, okay, so you've deeply cared about 12 different people that much. So I mean nothing. I'm just the 13th. You care about me the same way as you cared about them. I don't think anybody goes out, whether you're single or in a relationship, maybe I'll give you a little leniency. But then again, if you're in a relationship, why aren't they with you? There's outliers for everything. Oh, he's away. He's this. He doesn't. Okay. But for the most part, if you're out, you're looking for somebody.
Of course.
There's no reason to go out if you're not. You can sit at your house and drink with the people that you like.
And hang out.
And especially if you're in a relationship, why do you need to go out with your girlfriends and booze at a bar? When you know, again, whether you're attractive or not, but mostly if you are, guys, especially when they're drinking, are going to be shooting their shot. You are inviting attention.
Guys are horn dogs. We'll throw it right out there. Of course, we all are.
Always comes back to attention. You are inviting attention, and then you can keep going deeper. What are you wearing? Oh, now he cares what I'm wearing. I've never told a girl what to do, where to go, what to wear. Because I'm a big believer, again, a lot of cliches. I have a lot of sayings in life. Let people do what they want to do, and you'll see what they'd rather do.
Yep, exactly.
If you want to go to the bar and you want to wear whatever fucking outfit you can conjure up, a crop top, this, I don't even know all the fucking names of this shit, but you know when you look revealing.
Of course.
They
plan for it.
You're inviting guys to come talk to you. Even if you have no intention of talking to them back, no less fucking them, you love the fact that they're coming up to you. You have a minuscule leniency if you're single, but if you're in a relationship, why are you inviting people to speak to you? And I've seen several girls that dress more conservatively, and I'll tell you as a guy going out, I'm like, that's probably not the one to approach. Although I kind of have a reverse psychology where I'm like, that's the one I actually want to talk to because she doesn't look like she's for everybody.
And no one else is shooting the shot.
But still, you know that by going, you're inviting attention. By dressing the way you dress, you're inviting more attention. So, yeah, that's where I was going with that, is that you're always looking for attention. And if you need attention from random guys that you have no intention of dating, sleeping with, or even talking to, they might come up and say, hey, gorgeous, like, can I buy you a drink? And you might tell them to go fuck off. But
then what's the point?
But deep down, subconsciously in your head, you just got your little dopamine kick because they asked you to buy you a drink. That's all you wanted. And that's fine. But not to be my wife.
Whew. What an episode. I told you guys would like Mike DiTroia. He's a homie. Mike, thank you for joining me in the garage. You made this episode absolutely awesome, hilarious, the whole 9 yards, and it was an absolutely great time. Mike's a great dude, and what I love about him is he doesn't give a shit about what he says. He says what he feels, and in his own words, he is uncancelable. You cannot cancel somebody that doesn't give a fuck. And of course, just a friendly reminder that this is only part 1 of my conversation with Mike, and part 2 will be coming at you next week, so stay tuned. But folks, please don't forget the absolute #1 way to support the brand. Buy some merch. We've got hats, we've got t-shirts, we've got hoodies, we got sweatshirts. You name it, we got it, and it's all available to you at www.garageboozing.net. And nerds, don't forget to follow the brand on all of your favorite social media accounts at Garage Boozing, as well as YouTube, if you'd rather watch than listen. And of course, don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, whatever the button is, on all of your favorite podcast platforms so you can be notified as soon as a new episode is released. We are on Spotify, we're on Amazon Music, we're on iHeartRadio, we're on Pandora, we are everywhere. All podcast platforms, you name it, we're there. Go subscribe. Thank you. Well, that's all the time we have for today. And guys, thank you so much for your support. This whole thing would not be possible without all of you. So I thank you guys every week. I'm going to continue to do so because without you, there's no brand, there's no podcast. So thank you guys so much for all of your support. And with all that being said, I'll see you nerds next week.
Ladies, gentlemen, and nerds. Do you have what it takes to be a guest on the fastest growing alcohol chugging and nonsense talking podcast? Well, now is your chance. The Garage Boozing Podcast has new guests every week, and you could be one of them. Just simply log on to www.garageboozing.net. Click the Be on the Show tab and submit your information. It's that simple. Join the boozement or be a loser. Don't miss your chance because we're taking this to the moon.